Hey everyone, we're going through the build guide today. So the build guide, think of it as your business overview. So any chance or any opportunity you have to share the business, utilize these guides. They're going to be really awesome tools moving forward for our business. So are you ready for financial freedom? That can mean so many different things to different people. Financial freedom could mean not having to work at all, or it could mean, having just a little bit of extra pocket money, or it could be just, it's different for everybody. So whatever that means to you, are you ready for financial freedom? I'm sure everybody has heard the story about the man that was hauling buckets instead of, building his pipeline. Pretty much he was going every day to get water for the village. Every time that he was supplying water, he was getting paid for the amount of water he was supplying. But he was also building his pipeline throughout that time as well. So after many years of hauling buckets, he built his pipeline, and then the village had unlimited supply of water, which obviously meant he had a lot more money coming in, and that, in that sense, financial freedom. It's a pretty cool story, but I like this little sentence here on the bottom. It says, many people spend their lives trading hours for dollars and lack of fulfillment or a sense of purpose. With doTERRA, anyone can choose to create time, energy, and financial freedom through building a lasting residual income. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, such a good story. So when you hear, if you've been doing this little business for a while, you've probably heard about, stop hauling buckets or, things like that. It's just because we can put the work into the business, but if you are hauling buckets, you're not going to be progressing anywhere near as what you should be unless you're laying down the foundations of your pipes. And we're going to go through pipes in a moment. So where are you? Hauling buckets, trading hours for dollars, limit on advancement and earnings, limited time freedom, building others' dreams? Or are you building a pipeline? True, lasting, residual income. No limits on advancements and earnings, freedom to choose your schedule, and building your dreams. I know where we're at, pretty much. So why partner with doTERRA? We can tell people how awesome this business is. We can tell them how much money we're earning. We can tell them how much money they could be earning, but why partner with doTERRA? And I think this is really, really important. And everyone that I've crossed paths with doing doTERRA, it all comes down to the company itself. It's not about the dollar figure or, them quitting their jobs or anything. It's about why they aligned themselves with doTERRA. So we know that how effective our oils are, most tested and most trusted. Over 4.5 million customers. I actually think that's over 6 million now. And we have that standard grade of purity, which is CPTG, certified pure tested grade. The doTERRA difference. So compared to a lot of direct selling and multi-level marketing companies, our retention rate is huge. 65% is huge. A lot of other direct selling companies or multi-level marketing companies lead with their business opportunity first and dollars and cars and all that flashy crap, and then they follow with the products. And usually it's, we've got a massive business story, here's a whole heap of money, earn a car, earn trips and all that. And then it's just a random product. Like sometimes it's really random products. They sell the opportunity. Whereas doTERRA, living with an authentic, our authentic mission and what we align ourselves with is that we lead with powerful products. It's always the oils first or our oil products first, then the business opportunity. So the products will sell regardless of the opportunity. And a lot of us, say it, I'm sure you think it too, that even if we weren't able to earn the money that we could earn with doTERRA, we would still share these oils because we've all had our own experiences, we've all had our own stories, and we know how powerful the products are. So we share our wellness lifestyle. You know, don't get me wrong, some people do approach new people with the business opportunity, and then they love the products after when they do get introduced to them, but most of the time it's always products first, business later. Because when you love something, you're just naturally going to share it. How the proven behind doTERRA, so our growth. So in 7 years, it became $1 billion company. We've been around for 10 years now. And if you look here in comparison to Apple, we are definitely on track with that. So that's pretty cool. You know, we know how huge Apple is. You know, they've got so many different products and what they do, but with doTERRA and our wellness lifestyle and our products, it's a completely different market and completely different industry, and we are completely on track with that. So that's huge. $1 billion company. The largest essential oil company in the world, debt-free, which is awesome. You know, a lot of companies are massively in debt and you don't have that sense of safety and security on where that company's going. So doTERRA ain't going anywhere and they're completely debt-free. They're led by a diverse team of business, marketing, healthcare professionals with 150 years of combined industry experience. So here you'll see the doTERRA team and their founders. If you don't know who they are, do a quick research on them. A few of them have come down for convention or leadership, and any opportunity that I get and I see that there's an event in Melbourne, I go for it. So I've heard Dr. Hill speak, Emily Wright, Rob Young, and Dave Sterling speak, and it's just an incredible opportunity. So any chance you get to go to a training session or a corporate event, go, make the most of it. It's just to see them in person and firsthand, the passion behind them, and how many times we've seen Dr. Hill cry on stage. It's just really heartwarming to see how authentic this company is. So the caring, they're changing the world. doTERRA creates partnerships with growers around the world, nurturing and developing economies and preserving agricultural traditions through doTERRA Coal Impact Sourcing and the Healing Hands Foundation. So I love sharing with people how awesome and considerate and caring the Healing Hands Foundation is, but also about the co-impact sourcing. Send them to the link source to you. I tell everybody about that link source to you, and I can tell them that you can look up stories about the growers, the distillers, the farmers. You can look up, you know, even just to look up the batch number and the tests. I always lead them to that website, and they're always amazed with that content. So success is simple. 3 simple steps to build your financial pipeline. To change lives, engage in these pipeline building activities, pipes. The more you put into your pipeline, the more you receive and the greater your results. So I don't know how to share it so it's a double page, but if you've got the hard copy in front of you, you can see that long pipe there. So pipes we know is prepare, invite, present, enroll, and support. And you hear pipes a lot in a lot of our training videos all over the place. You need to be familiar with pipes. That's what your whole foundation is built on. It's so important, as Anastasia said, it's so important. It's vital for our business. So be familiar with pipes. And then it's broken down for you again. Everything's broken down. It's simplified. So prepare, literally prepare. How do you go about your business? And it could be organizing events. It could be reaching out to people. It could be signing up for market stalls. It could be, writing down your hundreds list. It could be anything for preparing. And that's all about you. Inviting people to these classes, sharing with them about upcoming events, classes, corporates, events, make and takes, everything, convention even. People that don't necessarily do the business still go to convention and they get a lot out of it. Invite others to learn about doTERRA's natural-based wellbeing solutions and opportunities. So that's here. It starts to focus on your prospects. P for present. It's could be presenting the classes, could be presenting the business opportunities, it's you then and there sharing what you need to share. Then we've got, and it tells you also underneath as a suggestion, so prepare your names list, as I mentioned. Inviting, you can have those little booklets. Healthy can be simple. It could be the little Modern Essentials booklet. It could be like a PDF file of 150 uses of suggestions on how to use their oils. Presenting the Nature Solutions class. So that is our new class sheet that we now get in our new empowerment kit. This is what your class flow will be following through, and there'll be a class Empower Success training recording on this later in the week as well. So that will be really good for everyone, like a must for everyone to jump on. E for enrolling. So we've got the Live, Share, Build guide, what we've gone through in the last 3 days. Utilize these tools. This is what your business is built on. You can buy them in a 10-pack on Back Office, or you can download them. It's definitely far more cost-effective to just order them than it is to print everything, because there are quite a few pages, some of them. But that's what we need to support our enrolling. And S is for support and teaching others, supporting your team, your community, your downline. Everyone that's involved in your business is literally just supporting. There's no point signing up people and not having that contact with them, and not having that follow-up call with them, that wellness consult with them, not plugging them into our support pages, our VIP pages, messaging them every few weeks just to touch base and have that communication open. It'd be really disheartening to have someone sign up, excited to get their oils come, and then they don't hear from you again, and then their oils don't get used and end up sitting there in a box collecting dust. So support is really important for you, your team, and your community. And for that, you would utilize our launch guide as well. So discover the possibilities. So further down here, you'll see our pay ranks. I like how you can see in a double page. So if you do have the double page open instead, I'm not too sure how I can open it without ruining the share screen. I'll leave it. So we're starting off elite. Elite is what our businesses are built upon. If you got 3 elites, you're silver. If you have 3 elites, get you to silver, and then if you've got 3 silver, which is 3 elites, then you're a diamond, platinum. So everything is built on that. So elite is roughly $3,000 a month. 3,000 volume, 365 roughly dollars a month. And that more than covers your LRP. So get to elite really quick. So that will cover your LRP and have a little bit of pocket money in the back. And if you would enroll 15 people pretty much with 200 PV points each, you've got yourself to elite. Average months is 3 months to achieve it. Some people take longer. Some people are really quick. Some people have hit it in their first month, even in their first couple of weeks. But that's just a guide. Follow the guide and what you're comfortable with. And, if you have a goal in mind, as long as you're working towards that goal, working towards that goal, you're going to get there. So for these first 2 ranks, it's more about paying for your product. Then we get to premium. Premium really bumps up how much money you're earning, because you've got the empowerment bonus. So if you just sign up one person with 100 PV in that entire month of when you'll premiere, you're going to get the empowerment bonus, which is about $260 roughly, depending on the exchange rate. But $260 is awesome. Work to gold. $260 extra on top, with equaling about $900 roughly a month, is pretty cool. It pays for your LRP. It can help contribute to your household bills. It can help put money aside for a holiday. Like, that's when things start to really bump up. But that's really focusing on paying for your product, and that's about 6 months. The next 3 ranks is more about supplementing your income. And when we hit the silver rank and gold rank, that's when people start to figure out whether or not they want to commit full-time, where they either cut down on their actual full-time job or quit completely. A few people have just quit when they've got into silver and gold because they see the doTERRA vision, they have their clear goal in mind, and they're just clear focused on where they want to go. So silver is 3 elites and roughly monthly income of $2,200, and average months to get there is 18 months. The next rank is gold. 3 premiers will get you to gold with an income of $4,800 roughly per month, and on average takes about 27 months to get there. So you'll see that from this point now, the monthly income pretty much doubles, which is awesome. Can you imagine doubling just by hitting a new rank and sharing the oils with a few more people? So then when we move up to platinum, it's doubled again to about $9,400 a month. On average takes 37 months to get there, and that is 3 silvers. Then we have the next screen. You can't quite see it. It says to replace and multiply your income, we have diamond, blue diamond, and presidential diamond. So diamond is 4 legs of silver, and it's doubled again almost to about 16,000, almost 17,000 a month, and on average 42 months to get there. We have blue diamond, which is 5 golds. On average, it's more than doubled. On average, 38,000 a month. That's awesome. 38,000 a month is some people's wage for an entire year. Can you imagine making that a month? That'd be pretty cool. And on average, it takes 58 months to get there. And remember, some people do this so much quicker. We've had, people in our bigger team just smash through that in under 2 years. And then we have presidential diamond. Presidential diamond is 6 legs of platinum, and on average, $104,000 a month. And on average, will take about 71 months to get there. Like I said, some people have done it in 2 years. One person in particular that I saw a recording of last week, she did it in 12 months. Can you imagine working towards your dream, completely committed and focused for 12 solid months to get to presidential diamond and earning that much money a month? You're set pretty much. And you'll see that the higher the rank you go with this color like gradient colors here, that initially your pay will be made up of fast start, and then your power of 3, which I'll go through in a moment, and then your uni level. But then the bulk of it starts being uni level and leadership. The higher up the ranks you go, the more you take part in the leadership pool, and you get extra bonuses from doTERRA. So here it's broken down a little bit more. So once you hit the leadership ranks, you start to get the shares, like I said. So for Premier and Silver, you get the empowerment bonus, which is 1% of the overall volume. Then the higher up you go, the higher pools you get. So this can be, as you can see here, this orange is a big chunk of your monthly income. Uni level, which is this green part here, this looks at your entire tree. So everyone that's enrolled in your tree, as soon as they pass their first 60 days, they convert over to uni level. So whether you've signed them or not, or someone else has signed them and you've sponsored them or anything like that, as long as they're physically under your tree and they're placing an order, you will get paid uni level for it. So that's where a big portion of our pay will come as well. This gets paid monthly, and it gets paid 7 levels deep, with the higher percentage on lower levels. Compared to a lot of other direct selling companies, it's actually flipped around. So you'll get paid more on the level that's closer to you than further down. So as our tree grows, it's far more beneficial that as our tree grows, we get paid more for the lower levels we go. And it maxes out to about 7 levels deep, depending on where people are ordering. So it could end up working out a little bit lower as well. And here is just an example based on how many people, if they were on that level, how much you could get paid. So level 1, if you had 3 people, you would get paid about $9 based on 2% of uni level for that entire tree. And for example, if you had people 7 levels deep and it was about 2,000 people, you would get about $32,000 just from Unilevel. So, imagine as your tree grows, how much more your Unilevel is going to bump up. So that's pretty cool. And there's no max on how much you could earn from Unilevel. Power of 3 bonus. So this would be you up here. And then if you have your 3 enrolled people on your front line and they're ordering monthly on LRP, say about 150 each, but all up between those 3 people and you, it's 600 points, 600 PV. You'll actually get paid Unilevel. Power of 3. So that's $50, and that's $50 in American money. So it's about $70 here in Australia. And that's, people start to get excited when they first receive their power of 3, because it's just about properly structuring your business to get that. If your 3 people have 3 people themselves and their LRP and their volume equals to 600, that person will get the $50 power of 3, but you'll end up getting the $250. So remember, that's in American money. And then that starts to add up a little bit more. And all this is on top of your Unilevel pay, your Fast Start pay, and your leadership bonuses. This is all extra. If those 3 people then have their 3 levels of 3 people getting it, then you'll get a $1,500 bonus in American. So that's about $2,000, $300. That's a nice chunk of change just for having your business structured that way, on top of everything else. So Fast Start, this is where people get really excited about sharing the oils, because the moment they sign up someone, they get paid 20% of their order, paid the very next week. The very next week, you've got money in your back office or money in your account. So that is pretty exciting. If I have signed up, I can say Dahlia's name. So if I signed up Dahlia, I would get 20%. If Dahlia signed up Barbara, then Dahlia will get 20%. I will get 10%. If Barbara signed up Anastasia, then Barbara will get 20, Dahlia will get 10, and I will get 5%. So that's pretty cool, even for people that you're not personally enrolling then and there. But if your personal enrollment is then signing up a few people, you could potentially get 10 or 5% as well, which adds up. It definitely all adds up. So it's all about just to keep sharing the oils and getting paid the very next week for it. Changing lives and creating an income. So each of us have the opportunity to create and live the life we desire. With doTERRA, you can build an abundant financial pipeline to allow yourself to be free. Imagine sitting there with that view. Isn't that awesome? What would make the biggest impact in your life? So if you are presenting this to someone who's interested in the business opportunity, ask them, what would make the biggest impact in your life? Earning more, becoming debt-free, generous savings account, financial freedom, charitable giving. People are going to resonate with different things in these topics as well. Working smarter, so time freedom, building my dreams, self-improvement, financial planning and preparedness, and doing what you love. Travel. How good was that? How good is that? All of the above. Education, service, and spending time with family. People don't really think, it's different for everybody, but people won't necessarily think, well, if I'm earning an extra $5,000 a month, working through the ranks, how much more they can do with their lives. It could be traveling. It could be going to school and furthering their education. It could be doing something that they're actually passionate about instead of the normal 9-to-5 job where there's just no passion behind. So get them thinking, get them really opening their mind and imagining and envisioning what their life could be. Partner with doTERRA and get where you want to be. Which path is best for you? So do you want to pay for your product and just, aim for the elite and premier ranks so you can get between $365 or $900 per month? That will cover your orders easily. You'll get them for free and you can have a little bit of extra money in your pocket. And just by doing that, and you can get to these ranks in between 2 to 3 months or between 6 months for Premier, depending on how many hours a week you work. So if you're aiming between 3 to 5 hours of work per week, you can get through these ranks. Bump up those hours, you'll get there through them a lot faster. Supplementing your income. So this is where we look at elite, silver, and gold. And you can get through these ranks faster but in 1 to 2 months as opposed to 2 to 3 months. 6 to 9 months for silver compared to the average of 27 months if you invest 10 to 15 hours a week. And if you're enrolling 4 customers and 1 builder monthly. So I really like how it's broken down, and it's giving you a visual of, well, if I only have this much time that I can spare, this is how I will work up through my business. Can I increase my hours? Can I invest more time? Can I introduce to more people? Can I hold more classes? It's all going to impact on where you are and where you want to be and where you could go. Replacing your income. So this is where we look at the higher 3 ranks, so diamond, blue diamond, and presidential diamond. If you are investing 15 to 30 hours per week, you'll get through these ranks a lot faster. Elite in 1 month, silver in 2 to 3, diamond in 1 to 3 years. And if you're looking at enrolling about 8 people a month and 2 builders monthly, you're going to get there a lot faster. So 15 to 30 hours. 15 hours, when you break it down, isn't a whole lot if you break it down per day. 30 hours can look like almost a full-time job. But if you put in the time after work, on the weekends, and really just commit yourself, you're going to get through these ranks faster. And think about the initial message of, are you ready for financial freedom? 3 steps to launch your business. So we have the LIV guide that we went through on Monday. These are what you need: the LIV guide, the share guide, and the build guide. Every single enrollment that we have, and they sign up with the enrollment packet, they get these 3 in their welcome packet, which I think is pretty cool, because they'll go through it and they'll flip through it, and it's just a matter of us having those conversations with people. So living the wellness lifestyle, sharing with others, or launching your business. We're going to be going through the launch guide in the next couple of calls, so keep an eye out for that too. But it's just about, you know what, I'm going for this business. How do I launch this now? And we will help support with that next phase as well. The names list. So if they're ready for it, get them thinking, get them writing down names. The names list is really, really important. Like, we are constantly updating, editing, starting again, thinking about a names list. But really just get them to put pen to paper. Don't have them think too much about it. Like, you don't want to think, oh no, this person won't be interested. Oh no, they don't care about natural solutions, or they wouldn't care about essential oils. Don't think about it. Write down the names that first pop into your head, because it'll actually surprise you and them. The people that do end up signing up and then do end up using our oils, or even sharing our oils and building a business, are the people you least expected. Really, the people you least expected. And that's pretty cool to see. So get them to put name to paper. Together, we are rapidly sharing hope and wellness through doTERRA's worldwide movement. And I like this at the back. Bringing hope, opening hearts, raising leaders, and living dreams. The meaningful work of a doTERRA wellness advocate. How nice is that? So that there is the build guide. I'll just take the screen down. I don't know if you have any questions or anything, but that was the build guide. We have, I think, about 8 minutes, I think I saw last. So if anyone has questions, feel free. And unmute. That's all right, Dahlia. I'm going to stop recording.